next map. Map 12 that is, right? Is it map 12? I think that's map 12, right? The next map, yeah? I really like this one. I played this a bit while listening to a podcast. And already here we have some tricky shenanigans to go over. Because we have a 5th gear that we don't want. Also, what is that song, by the way? Purple Disco Machine. It's like the most default radio song that I know. Anyway. Let's go into the map. Okay, so very important, like just for AT. I'm just going into the AT run for now. You don't need to do those speed slides. You don't need to do that no slide here. But what you need to do is set up, like this turn here is your bread and butter on this map. Like setting up this turn very far on the right side is very important. You don't need to go that close. Like I think landing with your right wheels like somewhere here on the first quarter or just on that white line is important. What you need to do now is you need to, like if you land that late, you need to delay your steering a bit in order to not be too far on this left side. Then here, jump from like where it's a bit flat and then get a clean landing there. And now here, you can sometimes run into danger of gearing up. Yeah, you can get 5th gear there. You don't want 5th gear. You wanna avoid this at any cost. So what can you do? You can release, you can go over the penalty surface, or just take a wider line and yeah, do what they did. So try to release. I release as well in this run in order to not catch the gear. That is really important. Then get a good angle around the corner. You can also see players going over the penalty surface because they just have a better line like that. Yeah. Then here for AT, you don't need to go that close, but like somewhere around here is okay. And also no speed side is needed, but you can also then use this banked downhill to angle your car and get the downside momentum in order to jump to this platform, because you can mess up this jump and be too far on the right and flip with your car here or there. That is possible. You don't want to be there. Those are landmines. They're gonna make you respawn to the finish. You don't want to do that. Now there's a gear in the ending. It's not really important because I think for AT, it is also fine if you go for this right finish here. That is completely fine. And this is also well enough. And for the actual top run, obviously you have to consider that and hit the earliest finish possible. Okay, so that's about AT metal. Here, of course, you're above 200 speed, you can go for the SD and then also for a no-set SD here, which is not that easy to get, but once you create a feeling for this, this is actually a fun one. Because this one will reward you with a lot of speed, but also a very nice approach for this corner. So it's like a 2-in-1 that you get. You get a great approach, a lot of speed, and then you can just like continue the steering movement and just let the turn naturally die. Get a nice angle here. You can see those players are even speed sliding down here and then get a very clean landing here. I saw this guy, which is purple, high purple, no sliding this corner. And also not getting the gear, even though he's so far ahead. Like, look how much speed he has. He's well above the speed limit for the gear. Like, look how much speed he has. He had like 326 speed and still didn't gear up. So he was doing some sort of gear manipulation and still not getting that one across. Then here you can also go for an SD. That is, or like a no-slide SD or like whatever, but it's like the same strat as on 01. It's kind of repetitive here because you wanna like just get a no-slide around that. Because if you slide on that, except doing a no-slide SD, you're gonna lose speed. Then the ending can be a bit hectic, and definitely you can mess this up, definitely. Because not only do you need to minimize airtime, but you're on the right side, but you need to go left and then right again. Yeah, the finish is right there that you want. It's right here, and how the hell do you get there? And you still need to change your gear. So gear comes, boom, opening up the steering, and then fully steering left, and also using the water to that in order to just hit the finish barely. Yeah. So very technical dirt map, a different approach again to dirt, a new touch, and I do like it. And I think Purple had a really weird run, but it kind of worked in his favor because he had some different stuff, but also Solivagans went for the nose side, and another nose side there, actually. Interesting. Look how much speed he had. But then he kind of butchered it. Oh yeah, he oversteered the water and didn't get the best gear there, so also the transition there. That's where Novas overtook him. Wow, like a lot of things happen here, and I do think that I could just blah around this map like just 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, but I think it's fine. I think the landing is important, and if you struggle with the gear, you can release. And this turn is just very important to approach on this one.